This message is for all Barcelona fans. For those who don't really believe in Hansi Flick as the coach of Barcelona, who still feel that he has not really done well or still have some kind of, not satisfactory something against Hansi Flick, let me give you this particular article that I wrote for over 3 weeks now, but I kept it to this day, right? Because we're entering the new year. So I said, let me share this with you so that you understand my point of making Hansi Flick or seeing him as the best coach so far in this season. So let me share this with you. Listen carefully. No one expected Hansi Flick to do what he has done in this time, because when you look at Hansi Flick's results in this season, you will discover that he arrived when there was nothing. Yes, there are players, but there was no money with Barcelona. That is how terrible the situation is. No one expected Hansi Flick to produce such fast results upon arriving at Barcelona, both in terms of playing style and trophies. In a way, you could say that in last season, 2024, he got the team moving. In 2025, he got the team used to winning titles. And if you will, in 2026, they have earned the right to dream. Barcelona have the right to dream because we are now, title contender and title winning team. I mentioned in a previous article that the big remaining challenge comes against bigger teams in Europe, such as Paris, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Chelsea, or even Arsenal. Now, the likes of PSG, the likes of Madrid, the likes of Chelsea, the likes of this big team defeated us this season. PSG, Real Madrid, and Chelsea. We lost big games this season. Now, we must also keep in mind that the Champions League should be a dream because winning it depends on many factors. There are factors that will help us win this season's Champions League if we want to win it. First of all, you need to look at the luck, the decisive luck. We need to believe in luck. That is number one, because we don't have enough material to win this Champions League. That it is truth. Because Inigo Martinez have not been replaced. This is part of the luck I'm talking about. We need to depend on luck. Our attackers are not sharpening up this season. We need to depend on luck. Injuries have really, pushed us so much this season. We need to believe in luck. Let's move ahead. But first of all, this team has earned the right to always think big. They always believe that they can defeat anything. In as much as we lost the game against PSG, Real Madrid, and Chelsea, we had the belief that we will defeat them, but eventually losing the game. That is the dreaming. We are dreaming. Though we are not out of the Champions League race, we are not out of the La Liga race, we are not out of Copa del Rey race. We are still in this title, contending and contesting. You are getting what I'm saying now? Let's move ahead. The title race for the season really begins in January. This is the same thing that happened last season. You remember, Barcelona were literally out of it. But in January, Barcelona picked the incredible form in Europe. It started January. So we are expecting that on the 3rd of January, in a few days' time, that the team will begin again. Will give us that ginger. We start afresh. That is why I've written this article. After the debut against Espanyol, Barcelona will kickstart their prime time again, which promises to be the most exciting in the year against Espanyol. Comes the chance to go to the Super Cup. After Espanyol game, we're going to the Super Cup to meet Atletico Bilbao. And there's a possibility after defeating we might meet Real Madrid. That is why I say that we have a possibility of meeting 3 times this year. You get what I'm saying now? So let's move ahead. Not winning it will be the disappointment, but not a catastrophe. Even if we don't win the Super Cup, it will be a disappointment, but not a catastrophe. This is because we have been winning. And if anything happens, we'll see it as a disappointment, but not a catastrophe. This is what I wrote about this Barcelona team in the year. So we need to start believing, because Hansi Flick are giving us that mindset, that mentality of winning titles. So it is better we start believing and trusting in this man and supporting him so that he will lead us to the greater heights. So this is my speech to you as a Barcelona fan. Let us believe in Barcelona. Believe in the Hansi Bobo movement, in his ideas, right? See the way he has been able to manage these players, and he has made them be happy. And no player has come out to grumble. This is why I said he's the father figure in that team. But the players believe so much in him. They respect him. There's a lot of discipline that have gone down that many of us are not seeing. But when you look at how the players behave, you see clearly that it is difficult to see that Barcelona is losing the game, and you find players laughing, while seated on that reserve bench. It's difficult to see that. Unlike other teams that when they are losing or when they are being bullied on the pitch, you see that their players, those in the bench, start laughing or misbehaving or saying all kinds of casual things. It does not happen in Barcelona. This is the discipline that this man has brought to this team, and I am grateful that Barcelona actually have a personality like Hansi Flick? Go ahead and tell me what you think about what I said in the comment section.